Well. Hello. All my machine heads. And welcome to a brand new Series 4 Farming Simulator 22 on the Attingham Park map. Dun, dun, dun. I got some splaining to do. Let me move my mic down so it's not so crazy. So let's get this out of the way. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing fantastic as usual. So let's head on down back to our farm and meet my character. Hi, Fury. Hi. Hello, everyone. Figured I'd have some fun this series. All right, so we are on the Attingham Park map. It is a European map, and I'm going to go full European, full realistic, full simulation, full everything. Everything is turned maxed way up. I did some figuring, everyone, and I figured it out. So 0.5 speed for 1 day months is the same as if you play for 12 hours, it'd be the same as a 12-day month season long at 1x speed, because you play for 12 hours, blah, blah, blah. If you play for 2 days, it's the same as playing for 28 days. But we're not going to do that. We're going to play for an even 14 hours a day, whether it's nighttime, whether it's even at 0.5 speed. It'll be the same, pretty close to about 20 to 22 day months. And we are going to do this realistically. Everything in cab, everything. The only thing I'm going to ask is that you guys kind of understand if I make a mistake and drive on the wrong side of the road, because I am from the United States and I'm not used to it, but I'll get used to it. And the only other thing I did is I got the Land Rover in here, and I put it on the left-hand side drive instead of the right-hand, because I can't drive that way. As you can see, everything's in camera. All right, so I will be utilizing my steering wheel as much as I possibly can. I will try to do that. Now, to let you guys know what's going on, this is a lease-only series, a lease to own. So basically, once we lease something, we will own it eventually, but we will have to pay fees on it every single month let's head on down here as I drive so I'm not standing there too much. Can't really see in here, but I have all other camera modes disabled, so I have to go in cab. I drove back to the farm a few times just to get used to where I was going. We only own 2 fields. We bought the farm. I did put in some money to buy the farm at first so that we could have at least a farm. We own 2 grass fields. That's it. So it is going to be the same premise as they started the map with, but we're going to do it sorry, as I clear my throat. Turn here. Okay, so this is the way the European people. I just got to get used to it. That's all right. But anyways, I got some splaining to do. Sorry. I had to remove the video. I took the video down because I had technical issues with the video. Let me explain how this works. So I posted the video. It was about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And my wife recently has been watching the videos, so it's been kind of cool. So she says, hey, Fury, are you getting... I mean, she didn't call me Fury, but she said, are you getting a stutter on your videos? And I said, no, why? And she says, well, you might want to watch this. So I go on my computer, and about the 2 or 3 minute mark, I started getting like a stutter to the point where it wasn't watchable. And I'm like, okay, what is going on here? I also want to tell you guys, as we drive by here, that we bought the fishery. So we are going to make a hourly income. This one here, I don't know how much it is. I haven't tested it, but I'm going on Farmer Klein's review. Look at the traffic behind us. Absolutely crazy. So I go on the computer, watch it, literally 2-3 minutes in, it starts stuttering. Then it cleared up a little bit. Then about the 6 or 7 minute mark, it started doing it again, and to the point where it wasn't watchable. So I go on my laptop, same thing. Go on my wife's computer, same thing. Wife's laptop, same thing. Called my son. He came over, watched it on his laptop, same thing. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Well, apparently what had happened was when I was uploading it, we had some storms hit my house and the internet went out. And you get that warning on the screen that says, you have lost internet. Please don't remove it from the screen. Because usually what happens is when I'm uploading a video to YouTube, I can go other places. I can watch other videos on YouTube. I can play Farm Sim if I want. I can do all different kinds of things. And it just kind of uploads. I leave it minimized down the bottom. Well, this warning came up and it says, you have lost connection to the internet. Please do not remove this from the screen. Don't go off the screen. Let it continue to upload. And as soon as you get internet back, it says as soon as the internet is connected again, it will resume. I didn't think anything of it. So once it got uploaded, boom, 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 made a title screen. Everything was good. Everything was golden. Everything was awesome. And then when I found out it started doing that, so I said, all right, is it the map? Is it whatever? Because one of our family members said that he or she was having issues with the map as well. So I was like, all right, what the heck's going on here? I contacted YouTube. They never contacted me back. Typical. And I just thought, okay, how many people have been watching this and been stuttering? I didn't hear any comments of it, didn't whatever. Then it got to the point where it was just so bad. So what I had come to the conclusion with is, okay, we are home. We do own the BGA on this map, but I'll give you a little quick tour of the map, our home. We have one greenhouse on our farm. Nothing is going to be changed on the farm or added. There will be no factories other than the greenhouse, and we can only sell tomatoes or lettuce or whatever we decide to make from this greenhouse right here. Hey, Fury, spin around. Okay, we can only make money from these with pallets. We have to use some kind of forklift, whatever, to lift them up, and they're no force. I also added manual attach and precision farming. All right, that was me. That's my controller looking at me funny. So let me run down here, and I'll give you a quick tour as I do some... I found out you can, when you use a controller to move your guy, look, you can do moonwalks and stuff. All right, so we got one shed here, which is basically just storage. We don't own anything. We leased a baler, the Viacon. Well, it's the Neverland Fast Baler. And a mower. And we are going, like I said, full European on this map. We are going to go with JCB. Now, on this map, just to let you guys know, I'm probably going to put my bales in here or any other shit. I don't know. Well, I haven't decided yet. The sleep trigger's in town. The sleep trigger's weird, but it does allow you to put another one of these wolf den, what do you call them, welcome signs for a sleep trigger. Because I was like, I don't want a sleep trigger down in the city and have to go down into the city all the time. The town all the time. It's bad enough I got to go down there all the time to get what we need. I think I might turn this off. It's because that guy spinning around is getting annoying. So you have to put down, if you want another one, you have to put one here if it represents it. But your chickens go here, but it's kind of like free range. So that's what I'm assuming. I haven't bought them. Chickens only hold 30. We're going to go super realistic. No more cranked up numbers on our cow pen. All right, here is our tractor. This is a mod. This is the JCB 230. I had to read it off the door. This mod's absolutely sick. It's great. It's our little workshop in here with our customizable icon. We did purchase fuel. We have 10,000 liters of fuel. We have a little bit more storage over here. And then we have this big shed here that I just teleported through the door. That was kind of nice. I did know when you switch under the additional game settings, if you switch to third person then back, it sometimes takes a few seconds for it to register. This is another little shed. We can store probably equipment in there as best we can. And over here is our cow pen. Now, this cow pen's about medium size. I think it holds 200. Yeah, 200. And it goes way here. You have the food and water in here. You have to give them actual water. I do believe. Don't quote me on that because I've not tested it yet. This is their pasture. Can be mowed. Can be whatever. But we own fields. Where are we here? Oh, down here. Okay. We own the farm. Cows and chickens. And we have 35 and 34, and we own the BGA. Okay? It came with it. New farmer mode starts you with 35 in the BGA, and we have 34 and 35, and 36, which let me go make sure that 36 is not a crop, because if it is, we're going to have to, and we can't lease a harvester, so we end up losing it. Nope, it's grass. Nope, it is a crop. What is it? Potatoes. Well, we're not going to harvest them, so we're going to probably get rid of them. All the fences and stuff can be removed. You cannot change the farm around. The farm is what it is. Let me show you under construction. This is why I chose this map, because I finally wanted one where I didn't, whoops, wrong one. You cannot, change, look at, oh, you can remove it. Okay. Didn't test it. But you can't you can move that one. What? When I was testing it, you couldn't. Oh, that one stays, because that's the chicken pen, I think. Oh, I was mistaken. You can remove all of these. Okay. All right. All right. Fury does says when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Can you get rid of the cow pen? Yes, you can. All right. So, we need a silo on this farm. We don't have one. We have a workshop and no working silo. So we are going to have to remove one of these pens and put a silo in, but we can't do that until we get money. We also could remove one of these for 10,000. We could get rid of one of them and sell the shed and put a silo. But I wanted to put a silo here. What I wanted to do. But we don't have any crops or anything right now anyways. So we got this potato field here. Then we've got the cow pen that we can mow. And I do believe this is their water. Okay. And we can mow that. And we can mow this, which is 34. And we start with this one. We can put the bales into the BGA and it will produce digestate for us. So we can use that as free slurry. Free, basically. These are decent sized fields. But I wanted to get a Let's Play where after I'd made that video, I was like, okay, I'm not really feeling that map anyways. You guys all know what it's like when you get a map and it just doesn't feel right, even after one episode. And I got thinking about it. I was like, oh, I have not played a European map in forever. So that's where we're going to be. So what we're going to do first is we're going to hook up to the JCB and get our mowing gun. But let me finish with my little story here, and then we'll go on. So I was having issues with the stuttering. And I was like, oh my gosh, how many people have watched that? So I said, because usually what happens is once I upload it to YouTube, then I just delete the video. Boom, 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 it's gone. It stays on YouTube. So the only copy of that video is on YouTube. So I leave it, and it's good. YouTube owns the rights to it at that point. They can do whatever they want with it. They can distribute it. They can do it. I don't own any rights to it anymore once it goes on YouTube. So they can do whatever they want with it. All right? So if they want to like put ads or do whatever they want to do, that's up to them. It's not my video anymore. So I usually delete it. Well, I got the message finally back from YouTube that said, if you're experiencing technical difficulties with a video, please delete this video off of here and re-upload it. Well, you guys all just know after what I just told you, Fury didn't have another copy of the video. So I said, well, in order to fix it, I'm going to have to delete it. But if I delete it, it's gone. Because even if it's in my recycle bin, I empty my recycle bin every single day. So it was gone. It was finished. I don't keep anything in my recycle bin for any length of time because I think it just clogs up my PC. So the video was gone. So I said, well, I got a choice. I can get rid of the video or I can leave it up and risk, as my voice got really high there, risk the chance of people watching it in crappy quality. So let me know in the comments if you guys were having issues with it, so I'll know how many people affected. But I thought that there was only 20 or 30 views on it when I got rid of it. So, and I got thinking about it, and I thought, well, it's only episode 1, and I wasn't really feeling the map anyways, so I was just like, nope, it's easier to do, to just get rid of the video, and let's start another Let's Play, and let's do it. And plus, then, like I said, one of the family members said that there was issues with the map. I don't know what issues with the map. I didn't have any issues with it when I was playing it, but there was an update coming. I'm assuming there's probably going to be an update on this map, but we're stuck playing it the way we are now because I'm not starting a new save. But welcome to the lease-only challenge. I can only lease equipment. I have to deal with it. Well, it's lease to own. It's the mod that is lease to own. So you get a daily fee, but you can... it pays it off eventually, or at any time we get enough money, we can just pay it off. Be done with it. All right, so enough of that. We are playing at 0.5 speed for a one-day month. So once we get to the month, we're done. Yeah, I'm going to try to do it as much as I can running clock. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this series. We're playing literally realistic. So everything in here, and let me start this. Shut the door. This is a mod. Good. The back door opens. Everything works on it. I do have to back the interior camera up just a little bit, but I'll do that off camera. All right, so let's take this out for a stroll. Like I said, I'm going to, even when it comes to driving through the yard, I am going to drive as realistic as I would in real life. You don't drive through your fields or your farm going 50 miles an hour. Doesn't work. The only thing I do want to mention, and I was going to kind of basically mention it a little bit, as far as everybody using, like, I got to take care of my Defender. Let me pull this over here, and we'll park our Defender. I forgot that was still sitting up there running. There we go. Now, as far as, like, tractors being appropriate to certain maps, listen, every tractor in Farm Sim is nationwide, worldwide. It doesn't matter. Use whatever tractors you guys want to use. Seriously. You know, if you want to use a Fent on an American map, do it. If it makes you guys happy, if it's your favorite tractor... this thing's got a lot more pep than that tractor does. Just use what you want to use. Don't let other people tell you, well, it's an American map, so play with what you want. Or you got to play with American equipment. That's just dumb. That's just ridiculously dumb. I don't think we have a garage on this. So I'm just going to pull this bad boy right up to the gate. Park her right in here. It's been a long time since I played in cab for any length of time. So bear with me, everyone. I'm probably going to bang into a bunch of stuff. And I'm probably going to have to deal with that for a while. And I'm going to have to deal with my controller. But yeah, see how pretty she looks? I colored her in the JCB colors. This is going to be a 100% European map, so I am using JCB equipment with the Kloss harvester with a header. It'll be a long time before we can buy one of them, though. I don't have any crops, so eventually we're going to have to get ourselves some cows, but we're down the line. We're doing this thing. We're in this thing for the long haul. I think that's about it. Don't let anybody intimidate you with the tractors. Don't let anybody tell you anything else. Play the game the way you want to play it. If you guys... Look at this. I love this. Oh, really? Why is that on? I always forget, everyone. There. I don't know why that kicked on. I didn't touch it. I promise, everyone. I promise. I think it's default, to be honest with you. I don't know. All right, so let's back this up and see. Oh, there are collisions on the Hedges, you cannot remove. I think you can remove them down at the shop. I was watching Farmer Klein's review, and I think you can. Don't quote me on that because I kind of didn't watch the whole thing once I saw it. But it has been some of my most awesome, most fun Let's Plays, my single Let's Plays, have been on European maps, and I love them. I love the tight yards. I love the small equipment. Now, I did have to go through and remove some of the mods that I had because I am using manual attach now. Just love the fact that this door opens with the mouse. Now, I did download let me turn this up a little bit. I did download the air hose sound, so let's find out. Didn't really hear it. I might have to turn the sound effects up. Alright, so we got to head down by the BGA so that we can get us. Now, this tractor has been... Let's get out a little bit. I almost forgot to raise that. Which is what that little lever is right there, everyone. You click it and it'll hook up the tractor. Many more modern tractors will come up with a... you back up to it and you hit a lever and it will attach it for you. So you can represent that by playing without manual attach, just so you guys know. A Farming Life for Me, he teaches that in one of his real life videos. He shows you how you can back up to the implement, and then that little lever right there, you pull it over and it clicks it, it hooks it. You still got to get out and hook up the PTOs and the air hoses and stuff, but all right. So the one thing I did like about this mod more than anything is, you see, I'm like, I can feather this gas the right way because it is absolutely you can slam on the gas and it won't take you off fast, so you can feather it and drive the right way. Now, I still have yet to see any traffic this far up, but we'll see. All right, and we're going to come down here, and then if you take a right, I'll take you over to the BGA where we own. That's okay. I got to do one thing off camera. I'm going to take that sleep trigger that's in the chicken pen and move it over here to the house. All right, perfect. And then we can park our Defender somewhere. I'll have to figure that out. Anyways, let's this is where you go to the BGA, I think. Don't quote me on this. It's been a while since, I haven't really driven around. But there, I think we own that house, so I can put it there and park my Defender somewhere in here someplace. Yes, that's a house. All right, so that's what we'll move that over. That's a matter of 2 seconds. We don't have any money to move it over now. Now we own this field here, and we own the other field. We're going to start mowing this field right here first. 35, I think it is. Yeah, that one's a rough one, so I'm not going to be... That'll damage this tractor. Now, this tractor is 230 horsepower. I got it. It's a medium-sized tractor. And right here's the entrance to the other field that we own. There is some storage down here at the BGA. I could do silage in there, but I'm just going to do it from the bales. There'll be no swather on this map. I'm going to be doing it old school way. This is our BGA in here. Drop your stuff right there. Go over there. You activate it. Now, I do have precision farming on, like I said, but I'm not going to do any soil samples in grass because it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep these fields of grass for a long time because we're going to need to make money. Some of them are going to go to the BGA, but I think most of them we may sell outright. Now, in-game at 28-day months, it would take 2 full in-game days to get the, what do you call it there? To get them to ferment. I'm going to move over just a little bit here. Right about here. Now, this is a sip mower, it's called. It what it does is it kind of windrows it for you. Better get up the RPMs. Do one more level. Okay. And away we go. Now we'll mow right along the edge of this road so that the first pass we're not doing, we're going to do this kind of, see how it's doing it? This first pass won't crunch down the grass. Unfortunately, when you do it in real life, you would be more, you might do it on the road like this, but perfect. This is that rough spot. Careful going through here. Like I said, I've never been on this field, so this is the first time for me learning how to mow it. Keep our tire right on the grass. But you guys wanted a realistic series. I did get caught up. Boy, my voice got really high there. I did get caught up a little bit with going too extreme. As you can see, the extreme level of this is starting with 0 and making a limit that we can possibly get to that's unrealistic. Like $1 billion is absolutely unrealistic. But it forces you to play on the map like for an extended part of time. Now here is, I'm going to go along this tree line here so we can get as close to the tree line, and it puts our windrow out a little bit, so we are losing a little bit of grass, but eventually we'll remove those trees. Now on this map there won't be any brooks, there won't be any treks. If I want to remove a tree, I got to cut it down by hand. If I want to turn it into wood chips, I got to buy a wood chipper and pick them up by little baby pieces and throw them in the wood chipper and make wood chips. We're just going to do it as realistically as we can. Because farmers do that. They move trees. They take out trees all the time. I probably will stay away from those maples and stuff like that. Now, this is crunching the grass down. It is squishing the grass, and that's fine. You don't usually lose too much of the yield. We'll go here now. We'll hug this hedge, and then we'll come back around and flip around and put the mower the other way. Or you can we'll lose a pass, one of the two. Everything is turned on. We need plowing. We need herbicide. We need everything. Is best. Like, we need everything. This is the first Let's Play in a long time where I have cranked everything up to realism. I also downloaded the realistic combine experience. So basically, it will harvest however fast. It'll depend on the header. It'll depend on the crop thickness and moisture. Remember, we're bringing back moisture on this Let's Play. So we're going to have the... Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, it's losing quite a bit, but that's all right. There we go. So I don't have to keep my foot slammed to the gas pedal. Oh, yeah, so it will give you a counter on the screen. I'll make sure it's up at all times when I'm harvesting, and it will let you know how much moisture's in the crop. We'll go over that before, when you should harvest, amount of moisture that you have in the crop. All that stuff we'll go over. This is the first time in a long time that I'm doing it really realistic. So like I said, I want to be the first one to apologize. I was getting a little crazy with those challenges, and I'm still going to have them. I'm not changing my channel for anybody. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be me. But on the same token, I think that Gutterball and I have kind of reached the limit of extremism. I mean, $10 million in debt. That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Make sure you guys take a few minutes and wish Gutterball and his lovely, lovely, lovely wife a happy anniversary. It is Friday. His anniversary is Friday. So in the comments, make sure you're telling Gutterball happy anniversary. And to you, brother, from me, happy anniversary. Make sure you are taking the wife out. Make sure you guys are having a blast. Do what you got. So him and I will not be recording or be hanging out on Friday because it's his anniversary. He can't be hanging out with Fury. He's got to be doing his own thing. But we are going to record on Saturday like normal. We may do a little bit of an extended recording this time just because we can. There. Now we'll go right here and we'll double check. I have not looked behind me in a while, so we're mowing. We're mowing, and I might have just missed a bunch there. Nope. All right, so there we go. Now we'll get lined up, and we'll be fine. I'd rather be just a little under and make sure that I get it rather than being over. Now, once you've mowed a field 100 million times, you know, you get to the point where you know where your wheel can go and all this stuff. But generally speaking, you want to run your wheel right on the edge of the crop when you're mowing with just a sip mower. Now, if I had a front mower on this, I'd line up the front mower and the rest would take care of itself. But yeah, I'm excited for him. He messaged me today and he's like, I can't make it Friday, brother. And he says, my anniversary. And like, how do you not understand that? Come on. Guy works his tail off all week long, then he works his tail off with me on Farm Sim, and the guy's always doing something, and he will give you the shirt off his back. So make sure you guys are tuning in for us next Friday, not this coming Friday, because today is Wednesday night when I'm recording this. Make sure that you are. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm every once in a while. You're supposed to look back more than that. Normally, if it wasn't a video game, my seat would be like sitting like this, so I'd be able to just kind of peek my head. But it's not. It's Farm Sim, so. People ask me all the time, realistic speeds, realistic speeds, realistic speeds. I tend, when I'm using Farm Sim, I go a little under speeds for a reason. Okay? Because of the fact that now this one, I'm going to, well, maybe I can make that corner. There we go. Let's take a minute and look to make sure we didn't miss any, which we didn't. Look at that. Two nice, perfectly windrows. It's almost like we know what we're doing. I always tend to err on the side of caution, but realistically, like, we didn't have speedometers in our tractor, so we didn't know. But I do know what gear we used to be in and all that stuff. And I'll tell you, it was about, if I'm not like exaggerating, it's about 6 to 6.5 miles an hour is what you would harvest. I have looked it up on the internet, and there are many people that have had speedometers in their truck or their tractors. Go, get him going. Make sure we didn't miss anything on that, and we didn't. Perfect. All right. So for those of you who like the indoor camera, get used to it. It's going to be what we're doing. For those of you who want to see outdoor, we're crap out of luck as far as that, because I have it disabled. There was a mod on the in-game mod hub that only allows me to have this camera. Now, I will be playing with Gutterball on Saturday, so him and I like to play out of camera a lot of bit. And the mods that him and I have are the mods that him and I have. We're not adding any more. But, yep. If you want to see something special done on our Two Brothers Extreme Challenge, give Gutterball a shout out, and we'll try. Like he stated in the video, we'll try to follow it. That's the key. Is trying. We can't guarantee it because Usually the two brothers thing, I let him run with it. It's his baby, even though he always says, Fury, it's our baby. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, but I've got my own Let's Play that I play the way I want to play it. This is kind of what gives me a chance, when I hang out with him, it gives me a chance to kind of listen and let him kind of make the decisions and run with it. And I love it. I love it. It gives him a, let's see, we're probably going to be over too far. Nope. Now, do you have to raise the mower? No. Not at all. And the reason why is when you're mowing your lawn at home, do you raise the lawnmower when you try to turn around a corner? No, you just keep it on. This SIP mower is no different than the mower you got at home, except for some of them work off different kind of cutters, but for the most part. But anyways, as far as the speeds go, there's a lot of times that wish you could adjust the mirrors so I could go down, because that would be the other thing. My mirror would be down, I'd be able to tell when I was cutting. I always err on the side of caution with as far as speeds go. So there are times, like, if you ever need to have any questions, like I said, ask Wisconsin Farmer. He always puts the realistic reason and that's why I love the guy. He put quite a bit of in-depth comment on the last one about precision farming and all the ins and outs of it. It was great. I asked him to do that, so he's following what he's supposed to. He's doing what he's supposed to. And that sort of thing. But see, even at 0.5 speed, we're still almost a half hour into this video. We're about 40 minutes in, actually. I'm going to try to get around. The problem with the SIP mowers is they don't like corners too well. So I try to square it off as best I can. There we go. Up here. Just a little bit more from up there. Lower. And get her going slow. And off we go. Again for our third pass. There we go. See, now I'm driving on the mowed grass. It's not squishing it down anymore. The first pass, you always lose a little bit. So what I usually do is I mow the whole field this way, just going around a circle, 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 circle. Then the last time I come back and I finish the edge, like the edge that we had up there and around by those trees, I come back and go the other way with it. It's kind of hard. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of hard in-game because the visibility is horrible in Farm Sim. In real life, I can see where I'm going. I can see the top of the mower. They got you sitting awful, awful low. I wish you could raise yourself up a little bit. But you probably can. I don't know. There's probably a way. So, what do you guys want to do? You guys want to do trivia? You guys want me to keep doing the trivia? Or do you want me to let me know in the comments. You guys want trivia? Or do you want me to tell a real life story or that sort of thing, or take a video, or take the video and try to do some sort of tutorial? It's up to you guys. Let me know. If you guys want me to do trivia, I can do trivia. If you want me to do those things, I don't mind asking your guys' opinion for, even though it's my Let's Play and it's my channel, blah, blah, blah. But you guys all know the routine. We're going to keep this as positive as we can. I do like a little input. I don't ever usually like input about my gameplay because everybody plays the game differently. And that's what makes this game fantastic. Did I do my intro? I think I did. Maybe. I think. I don't remember. I'm sure you guys will let me know either way. But no worries. The video wasn't removed on anything that was wrong or anything that was said. It was removed for the technical difficulties and the technical difficulties only. Let's see if we can get this cranked and get all of this in one swell. Okay. So the next one around this corner, I've got to square off. You saw I'm turned out too much now. I got to square it up. Like I'll show you. square it up, and then when it gets to the point where you've done 2 headlands, you don't have to raise it anymore. What I do is I get it here, get it to the end, and I crank just a little bit. Then when you back up, you're not hitting anything, see? And we can go right back into Mowing. So, like I said, I think it's going to be as much of a running clock as I can. And I know. You guys always tell me all the time, you don't like to see the same thing over and over and over again. But, once again, as we all stated, it is farming. And you guys have begged and begged and begged. Many family members have DM'd me and messaged me and asked for me to bring the realism back. It's been a while. I've been so caught up in doing... I mean, I've always done the realistic equipment. That part of it I didn't lose my way on. But what I was losing my way on is when you take the time to modify a cow pen to hold 10,000, it's not very realistic. Let's face it. You're not gonna hold 10,000 cows in a pen. But there was a reason for it. You guys all know the reason for it. The reason I started doing that is because I got sick and tired of having to put down like 50 pens. Like in Fs22, one of the things that was the greatest version of the game was the fact that they had the ability for you to put as much as you want in the pen, however much you felt. I mean, there was challenges out there all over YouTube where it was how many cow, like I'd see the 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 100,000 cow challenge. It was absolutely insane. It was great, but it was insane. So we're gonna crank this way now. Whoa. As Fury pushed in the clutch. Crash counter one time for Fury. I normally don't do crash counters when I'm doing it realistically, but I hit the clutch instead of the brake. And then it's not going to stop me. So I did go a mile an hour faster than what I normally did. I really wanted to set it at 6. But I figured, well, 7 is fine. Doing things realistically. I mean, 6.7, 7 miles an hour is about right. Especially for the first cut. Now, the second cut, we could probably speed up a little bit. The second cut of the year is a little bit lower, usually. The other thing that FarmSip did wrong is, like, yeah, you can make hay out of this stuff, and it's great, but realistically, like, grass would be up to the tires. I mean, grass is, like, hay is hay. This is like second cut, you know. I get it. It's a game. They did it. And like I always tell you guys, you know, you can only play realism to the constraints of the game. Because you're kind of stuck with how it is after all, it is a video game. It's not realistic, but I will do my best to play it as realistically as we can. And if something happens in game where it's not very realistic, I will let you know. I will say, okay, this is how you do this, and this is how you normally do it. If you guys have any questions, I will answer them. You guys know that. If not, I shoot a text or a message to Wisconsin, and he watches every single video anyway. So if there's ever an issue, you guys always leave him a comment and say, hey, how do you do this? Or you can ask me, and I 95% know. It's just been a long time since I've really farmed in real life. Which is not true. It's been about 6 months now. I was helping the neighbor farmer, but all I was doing really was collecting bales. I didn't really do too much real farming. I collected bales and stacked them. I had a lot of footage, but I decided, well, I'm not going to put it on the channel, but I still have a lot of footage that on my GoPro, and I may or may not someday put them on there. But the problem is that what YouTube wants you to do is once you pick a theme, like mine is gaming. That's why my name is Fury Machine Gaming. Once you pick like that, you start mixing and matching and putting like real life videos and stuff. I may start another YouTube channel for just that, and like real videos of my tractors and real videos of my barn and real videos of me working around the house and that sort of thing for you guys. But once you make a YouTube channel like gaming, and you start steering away from it, they don't like it. So that was the main reason. About 8 minutes. Real life, well, 8 minutes up here. But it's almost been a half an hour already, and we're still mowing this. So this is why I'm, like I said, we've gone for about 40 minutes already. Now, right here, I want to square this off. So what I want to do is come straight here until it stops. You'll listen. Hear it? Now, I want to back up and get this chunk here. Right here. Hear how it changes sound? So if you guys ever ask, you know, want to figure out, okay, when do I know I'm past the grass? You don't always have to look. If you listen, I'll be quiet for a second. Hear how it bogged down a little bit? Now listen when I hit the end of the grass. Hear it changed? I'm past the grass. Farm Sim did an amazing job as far as that goes. As far as realism goes there. We're going to go around the corner here and get her squared up, and off we go. Put it in the gear, and the tractor is driving itself. We're going to try to not utilize GPS as much as we can, even though this tractor would come with GPS. I'm going to try to utilize it, so I try to do everything myself. I'm going to try. Here's the key word. To keep it so I'm doing everything. This is basically going to be Calmsden 2.0. And I'm telling you guys, sometimes you are going to get frustrated because at 8:30 when I finish this video, when I come back tomorrow, we will be on the same thing. But I want you guys to experience it. Experience the life of a real farmer as far as how we would do things. Like, real farming, you would be cutting your grass, and when the day is done, you basically stop cutting where you're at. You go and you go to sleep. Boom, boom, boom. You do your thing. Family thing. All that stuff. And the next day, you come right back out and you start cutting. Now, would I normally... Here's one of those disclaimers. Would I start mowing at 8:30 in the morning? No. It's still wet. The grass has still got dew on it. Everything's still wet. But I could, because these mowers are set up where you could technically mow first thing in the morning. Would I? Probably not. I probably would wait till like at least 10:30, 11 o'clock. And that sort of thing, just to let it burn off a little bit. But remember, you're mowing the grass. It will mow it wet. These big mowers, even though this is only 3.6 meters, that's what, like 12, 13 feet wide? It's a good-sized mower. It will mow down grass. You can mow in the rain. I've seen it done. I've done it myself. So for those of you who think, well, you can't really mow in the rain, you can. Your grass is going to be soaked on the ground. It will put a lot of extra pressure on your mower, but you can do it. You can absolutely do it. So that's why I was like, all right, I'm going to start mowing at 8:30 because we're behind the 8 ball, so we're going to go ahead and get started. But if we were to make hay out of this, what I got to do to represent the realism is, because we're only playing one-day months, but we're playing like 14-hour days, which is the same what it would be is 28 hours, and if you played 1x speed for 12 hours a day, which is what we all normally play. There's not many of us do things at dark. It's 28 hours. 28 hours is 28-day months. So it's the realism. So what I'm going to do to represent that is I'm going to let it sit for probably a couple, 2 or 3 hours in day. I wouldn't never let it sit to the next month because we're only doing one-day months. See what I mean? But since we're going 0.5 speed, if I let it sit for 2 hours, that would be the same as 4 hours in real life. And then you TED it, and then you let it sit for another 2 to 4 hours, which is 4 hours again, which is 8 hours. Now, keep in mind that you would... that we're only playing one-day months. So we gotta, like, basically, if you divide 14 divided by 4, About every 3 to 4 hours in game would be the same as a week. Divide 14 by 4. And, you know, because you go 4 times 5, it would be 20, too much. 4 times 3 is 12. Just a little bit more. So, pretty much every 3 hours in game that we go will represent a week. So, if we went 3 hours and let it sit, came back, that's letting that hay sit on the ground for a week. So, I did a lot of research. I did a lot of figuring. The reason that no one plays 28-day months is because it's not very realistic. Because if you played 1x speed, 28-day months, it's just like it's double the amount of time. This is why they gave us the option in Farm Sim to go 0.5 speed. Now, if I was playing on my own and playing super realistic, which I always do anyways, I would play the 28-day months. And I do have a series on Stone Valley, I think it is, where I do everything realistically. So now what we're going to do is instead of backing up, now we're going to come down here. Since we got enough headlands, it's going to drive and turn in right here. So now we don't have to keep backing up. There we go. We're cutting again. I like to keep it on that mirror. That's why. Perfect. Perfect. That's why I haven't been looking behind me very much, because I pretty much know where you got to put your tire. You're putting it right on just the side of the cut grass. The mower takes care of the rest. But yeah, I did a lot of research on the time. So, yep. Let me know, like I said, in the comments, if you want me to, for fun's sake, you want me to come on and basically we have story time with Fury, and I can tell you real life stories. I can tell you real life stories. I can just talk about myself and my family and things that are going on, all that stuff. Or do you guys want the trivia and I just talk farming? I just talk what I'm working on and things, because I don't mind. Either way, those are the things, like I said, I don't mind you guys helping me with. Keeps you guys involved too. And don't let yourself get frustrated. I do know there is a lot, and I mean a lot, of different play styles on this game. Gutterball and I have had a discussion many times about that's what makes this game great, is the ability to play it the way you want. This may be too far up here, so let's raise this up, and we'll drive up here just because I wanted to keep going with it the way it was, but this was an extra long drive, and this isn't very efficient. But remember too, like I stated in the beginning, this is the first time I've been on this field, so I think I'll go here. So about 6 minutes left, and we'll be wrapping this bad boy up. I have to remember that 30 minutes is really an hour. It's like double. But as you can see now, we've been almost an hour mowing on this field, and we're not done yet. I'm figuring probably going to be another hour to get done, so about 2 hours to mow this field. And then we're going to head over and mow the other field, which is going to be about, another probably hour, 2 hours. Then we can come start baling it. And then we got to find stuff to do to get us through the rest of the month. Well, we got to hopefully... Oh, why am I minus... Wait a minute. Why am I minus $3,000? Oh. Wait, what's costing me money? Hang on a second. Let's go here. Let's go settings. Is something on? I'm not using a worker, though. Yeah, off, 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 off. I'm not using a worker, and by rights, I shouldn't be minus $3,000 in debt. It hasn't even been an hour yet. I don't know. Something happened where we're negative $3,000 already. And I didn't do anything but start the tractor up and go. And these are leased. Oh, I know why. I'm an hour 0.3 on the tractor. Did it charge me for the leasing fee for the hour? That's the case. We're never going to make enough money. It'd be awesome. We'll be battling money the whole time, which is what we want. I wonder if that's what happened, because I am 1.3 hours. Because remember, I did some setting up off camera. Buying the farm, driving a couple pieces of equipment back. Played just a little over an hour on my own time. Just getting started. This one's nice and short, but I think what happens is when you go around, it makes it... Yeah, because the field goes the other way. All right. I got it now. So I'm wondering if it's that. We'll find out when we get to the 2-hour mark on our tractor if it's going to charge me per hour instead of... Like, didn't it used to charge during the day? Like, at the end of the day, it would charge you leasing costs? Because I don't understand why everything is leased, but yet I'm minus $3,000. You guys are great. You guys are always my eyes and ears. If you saw something on the screen that caused it, because I'm not even an hour, like, in game yet, so I get the payment from the fishery, but I can't imagine that being much more than $300 or $400 an hour, if that. Can't imagine that. But I just keep an eye on it. We're at 36.11 and see. We did start at 0, right? Yeah, something made us go into negative. I didn't buy anything, and I'm not using a hired worker. I'm driving this myself. I wonder with it cranked down to 0.5 if everything is like cranked super up as far as time goes. All right, everyone. So let me say my goodbyes, and then I got to figure out what's going on here. So please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend whenever you're watching this. And as soon as that hits, let me shut this down. So as soon as it hits 8:30, we'll stop. It'll be our hour, and I will wrap it up. And you guys just enjoy. Don't let anybody ever tell you how to play the game. You play it how you want to play it. I have to look into why we're so negative. If you guys, let me know in the comments of whether you want me to trivia, talk about stories, do story time, whatever you want me to do, let me know. And also, if you did see what happened with the $3,000, because we're not an hour into the game yet, so it shouldn't have charged me for the leasing fee unless it charged me because we went to an hour on the tractor. I don't know. First time you, first time me. Look at that setup we got. See, in real life, everyone, this thing is huge. It's like 12, 13 feet. I don't know. This is a 9.826 acre field. So far, Wisconsin's right. It's going to take me about 2 hours to do it. There we go. All right, everyone. Have a great one. I'll see you all tomorrow.